Hell yeah.
That Prince.
Hell
Craig.
yeah. What up, Craig?
Fuck Craig.
Damn.
Oh.
Don't cut that out. Leave that in the episode, man.
To the first one too.
Leave what in?
Anyone listening named Craig is just startled.
It's a ritual.
Yeah, these guys who were running Strixhaven, that Marius character, asshole. Tell Craig to fuck off.
He really carries the show, but he's a dick.
It's like House.
So for those reasons, it's a no from me.
Nobody asked you. In fact, get out of here.
Go on, kid.
I got real patrons to meet.
I got feet pics to sell.
Hey. This one time I was at Pinch.
All right, music.
Get some music going.
Music.
Man, I'm having a hard time hearing you. I don't know if anybody else is.
Yeah, you do sound quieter.
Oh, he's about to be buttery. Here it comes.
It wasn't too bad, but it was a bit quiet.
Y'all asked for it.
I haven't turned off the weather.
He just logs off and goes on.
Not for me.
Is that any better?
There it is. I
Yeah.
told you. I told
Welcome
you.
back.
For some
Buttery.
reason, my gain was like all the way down on my mic. That's great.
I definitely know what that means.
Wild.
That's how sensitive your mic is to picking up sound.
Okay.
Get some in the house of the inventor going.
Yeah, I was about to say get the in the house of the inventor running.
Dum.
Restart mine. Boop. All right. So, previously, in our last session, we watched a band of intrepid monster hunters come together to accept a job to look into reported sightings of a slod here in the Pinzari Isles. This party of 5 skilled adventurers would set out from the coastal city of Port Starsail. They would enter the jungle terrain of the isle itself. From there, they would travel northward for just over 3 days, their own small bumps along the way, before finally reaching not only the northernmost region of the island, but they would also begin to find signs of a large creature living in the area. And thanks to Koski's experience, our party would come upon a large red slod as it laps up massive mouthfuls of water. This giant demon toad creature standing at easily 10 foot tall, wide torso, its legs and arms weirdly long proportion compared to how large its body is. As our party would take in this sight, approaching with a bit of a stealthy advantage to them, as they'd be sort of hiding behind a large boulder rested upon these 2 trees. We would see Koski and our friend Marius here begin a plot to teleport Koski to the creature.
That's right.
And our game today begins just as we see our group of 5 huddled behind this massive boulder, again leaned up against the base of these 2 adjoining trees. The party using this cover to make their final preparations for the ambush. Again, we would watch Marius cast Bless on Brett, Aelity, and finally Koski, before Marius would sort of scoot over and begin to plot with Koski for that brief moment. Marius beginning those preparations of his Vortex Warp spell. As this is happening, Brett, Aelity, and Gale, did you 3 have anything particular you would like to do in these final moments of preparation before the ambush you guys are about to set?
You said previously that we were, 55 feet away, correct?
I believe so. Here,
60.
this may be a little more helpful. Let me go ahead and move us over to a battle map here.
Hey,
Oh,
I can't remember. I can't believe I remembered that. Sick.
I believe that was on the dot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Come
depending
on.
on which one of you're gauging from, it is 55 to 60 feet away from you guys.
Okay.
And just to double check, we had rested in between this and our last fight, correct?
Yes. So be sure all your bits are replenished.
I
Replenished.
think the only
thing
reason I
you-
don't have the primer spell slot is because I did detect magic when we woke up on the tree, right? We killed a tree.
Yes, I believe you guys were attempting to chop it down.
Nice.
So the only things used, I guess, would be that primer spell, the bless spell, and Marius is about to use that vortex warp. And so, in the course of those two spells, you guys have had, 15, 20, 30 seconds to sort of prep in the meantime. As you guys would have been present, you would have seen Marius and Koski probably like loosely hash this out before Marius begins his casting.
Brett would like to lean over to both of them because it's just the two of them going, correct?
It's just Koski. I can only send him by himself.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, so
Yeah,
plan
it's
is you poof me behind Slob, and I attack Slob, and then you guys blast Slob from behind. I draw attention, and it hit me, I get pregnant, then we kill Slob, and then...
Right, yeah, we need you to get pregnant.
Yes. Important part.
It's more like a bonus. And like I still don't think it's the best idea, but okay. I mean, this sounds like a plan. You'll turn it around, and then we'll hit it from back here. Wham, bam, 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 bam.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 5 of us. Yeah.
This is such a weird group. All right, let's go get you pregnant.
Ready.
Wait for luck. Brett reaches over and just like clasps a hand on his shoulder and casts Long Strider.
Ooh, on Koski?
Yes.
Ooh.
Nice. What's that visual representation look like for Brett?
I'm not sure if I've spelled it out before, but I'm thinking a little bit of have you seen Disney's Hercules? Do you remember the messenger Hermes with the wings on his feet?
Oh, wing shoes.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's like a sort of flaming, almost wing shape, but it's more fire than wing. But that's the idea, and it sort of appears on the ankles.
That's so awesome. Was that cast? I mean, Koski, you feel that surge of just fire starting from your ankles, surging up. Your movement speed has been increased for the duration.
Oh, thank you.
Question. With Vortex, when he essentially teleports over there, will that make a lot of noise?
Hope not.
I don't think there's like an inherent sound to it.
Okay.
I don't think.
Well, but I mean, we're trying to draw its attention, so I mean, and when he teleports over there, it'll draw his attention, right?
A smashing face probably draw attention as well.
Yeah, that too.
That's fair. All right.
Checks out.
Hey,
I guess Gail's just gonna try and make sure she has a good line of sight on the slot.
yeah, same here.
Get ready to, depending on turn order, like she's gonna make sure no matter like what that she's throwing a spell after Koski has been hit.
Can I see Matt over these rocks over here?
Yeah,
Like the rocks, and do I have a pretty solid line of sight?
There's like a couple of trees in the way, but yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, if you had to do a little sidestepping over here, you could get a pretty good line of sight on this thing.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I'm ready.
All right. If there's nothing else, Marius, what does this vortex look like as you finish the casting of it?
Maybe like a goldish light blue like spiraling kind of mist that sprouts up from his feet and then kind of goes up to the top of his head and then just poofs out with them and then pops up over there, but like upside down. Just like minus the goopy sound effect, but just spits them out.
And you got a 90-foot range. Where are you sending Koski?
Directly behind wherever it is.
Yeah. So if it's like drinking behind, yeah, just behind it. So if this is, yeah, probably there.
All right. Koski, that mist starts at your feet and sort of swells up, consuming you in just a blink of an eye. The next thing you know, standing right in front of you, you're looking at the back of this red slot as it is hunched over in the water, just taking in huge mouthfuls of water still.
So just thematically, Koski would like to rage and take his attacks.
All right, what's this rage look like? Paint me a picture as you bring this great axe up.
So Koski takes a big deep breath in, and he starts getting, because he's like 6'7", right? And so he starts getting all bigger and just more balloon-like, and is about 7 feet now. And takes the axe in hand and just winds back like a baseball bat swing style.
Mm-hmm.
And
shit.
we're fucking just smacking it.
He needs to be
Hell
tested for steroids.
Yes. And those of you that are back behind the rock and tree looking over would see that mist sort of swell in the area. Koski just there, axe up, raging. You see him immediately begin to grow. That
It's almost-
massive.
It's almost like the mist starts getting like brought into Koski's nostrils. It like starts swelling him up.
Cool.
First hit's free.
Yeah. All right. So Koski, go ahead and start us off before we do initiative. Give me an attack roll with advantage, my good sir.
Ring his fucking bell.
First roll of the game.
Tell her.
First
Yeah.
roll.
Gail says that, and you catch it. And he just the slot catches it.
Hell yeah.
23 will hit the slot.
Dude.
Ooh.
Damn,
damage.
15 points of damage.
And then
Straight into this thing back.
let's see here. Thunderous blow.
You
Nice.
knock it into the water.
Strength saving throw. And you're raging, so you also did 2 more damage. So it's
Oh, yeah, that's right.
17 collectively.
Rage damage. There we go.
Rage damage.
So 17 damage. Thunderous blow lets out to strength save. DC
Below
16.
Do they
Below
get
16.
Do they get a disadvantage since they were unaware?
All sure. Disadvantage
Surprise!
sounds fair enough.
Hey. Yeah, it's kind of like
Oh.
hunched over. It's drinking, you know.
Yeah, and boom, launching this thing 5 feet in front of you. It sort of lands in the water, still not fully submerged. You can basically see the top third of it as it's like face down in the water.
I get my one more attack.
Take your other attack with advantage, my good sir.
Oh. Pow!
Another 23 will hit.
Be so great if you just killed it.
Two swings.
Like
Bop,
it did retaliate to do shit.
It's just murdered.
Yeah, just gotta go
and
find
it's
another one.
plus another 2 from raging, so that's
Oh,
10
yeah,
more
right.
damage,
10.
27 damage.
Yeah, so just
Nice.
thematically, he takes that swing back for the baseball swing and just smacks it, and then launches it forward, and then jumps up, and then brings the axe back down on it.
Boom. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Just
Oh,
Koski's start.
man. You just roll again.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, and I get advantage on my initiative.
I think so. You have your what's it called?
Yeah. Barbarian stuff.
And don't forget, those of you that are blessed, your little tokens have that little marker on it, so don't forget about that.
Can we post bless again?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Bryce.
Ah.
Yeah, sure.
I got it.
Do everything around here.
Never mind.
Oh yeah.
How's this work in live action games? Like you hand around a piece of paper?
There you
You
can
can buy
put little
spell
rings
cards.
like on the minion or on the tokens, or
Sure,
like
but
spell
like that
cards.
doesn't tell you what it does. Oh,
Yeah,
cards.
they make
Oh.
cards. They make spell cards that you can actually hand out to other people or pass around.
I was
You just have to
focused
go
on the
buy 'em.
wrong aspect of this.
Visually tell. I'm sorry, I forgot I was doing after the bless thing. Let me roll initiative. My bad. Start reading shit. It's me.
Hey, we tied, but I
Yeah.
beat you.
We have mostly high initiatives.
You guys are ready. You guys are ready for the ambush. All right. So starting everything off, Gale, you see Koski appear, smash this thing, send it into the water, charge forward, followed up by a secondary swing. And it's your turn. What would you like to do?
She's going to draw up a circle. Nice light blue magic ring just shows up, and then she flicks it with her wand as it spins around into a sphere of crackling, thunderous energy. Well, no, lightning. And then she's gonna hold it until the slot actually lands a hit onto Koski,
All right.
and then let it off. And that's got a 90-foot range.
Nice.
So if I need to step out from like these trees to get a better sight, I'll do that. But
Nah, you should be fine. Just sort of stand up because again, those trees right there, they're kind of adjoined near the trunks. So if you stand up at like full height, you could whip it between
view
them.
between them, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna hold that orb.
All right, that crackling energy.
She wants to make sure it actually makes contact, not just attacks him. Needs to land a hit.
What would your passive stealth be? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, so high. It's my dex is a 1, a +1. So.
Got you. Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
All right. Gale spell charged at the ready. We'll go to the red slide's turn. As this thing is on its belly in the water with its arms down, raises it up to its full height, towering over the empowered Koski. And Koski, in your mind, you hear a language you've never heard before, but spoken very directly, almost gleefully. Bandungan chuga bobocho. And you would see this thing's wide jaw almost turn into a grin. As its arms would get raised, it would leap out of the water, touch down on the ground right behind you. And in your mind, right before it swings, you hear, no, Bobo, as it makes its attacks on you.
Scary.
He's hearing that in his head.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
It's like when a toddler tries to talk to you.
Put in your mind.
Yeah. You're like,
bite attack. 22.
That will hit.
Pregnant.
Piercing. As
Damage.
its wide jaw bites into your torso as you shrug it off. You hear in your mind again. I mean, it landed a hit if you want to use your reaction.
That is what I said. Once it lands a hit.
Make your spell attack, my good sir. Well, yeah, I think that was a spell attack.
What is Chance here in his head?
It's more gobbledygook. Oh, dobogo. As you see Gale, its arms raise up to make a double swipe at him as your spell launches. A 13 will miss as it crashes into the very minor, almost like canyon wall that you guys are sort of fighting up against at this point. You guys have been sort of walking down this almost corridor. You have these two shelves on either side of you. A little bit of like a recession that you guys have been walking through.
I don't know if I could even do Seeking Spell because it's a reaction, so yeah, I miss.
As Koski, its two arms come down as it will make 2 claw attacks. First attack, a natural 1.
No.
And you would see its other arm swipe around. A 10.
No.
You've managed to dodge back as it cuts through the torso in your head, slightly bemused. No. Go do go go.
Come on, big
As
boy.
It's just shit.
As it sort of like faces you down, it sort of looks over. Gale, you can see an intelligent look being tossed your way before it looks back at Koski. And as it's staring you down, Koski, you can see the wounds you sort of made on this thing begin to heal ever so slightly
Great.
as it mends.
It's gonna be one of those fights.
We'll go to Mr. Brett Hotman, seeing all of this unfold, this giant form looming over your friend.
So it did like glance our way and then just kind of get back to what it was doing, right?
You saw it look over at Gale. Those of you that would be able to peek out, it wasn't acknowledging so much the area as much as it looked almost directly at Gale.
Well, it seems to be focusing on our friend, and it's big and scary. So I'm just gonna go with Brett's first instinct, which was okay. So if you try to move stealthily, that takes like away half your movement, right?
Yes, if you're attempting to move stealthy, it's basically like a half movement.
So I can move 20 feet stealthily. I'd like to do that. Move 20 feet forward to kind of like, well, let's do. Yeah, I'll go kind of behind this way.
Okay. Did you want to use your action to try to like hide, or do you just want to try to rely on your passive stealth?
I guess I wasn't really sure how that worked. I was hoping to use like my action to dash, but I wanted to do the first part stealthy with my movement, if that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, it's really just how you want to use. If you want to, use that action to dash, you would just sort of, take this half movement to rely on just your passive stealth to keep you hidden, and then you could sort of keep that going. It's really like, are you focusing on moving, or are you focusing on hiding?
I'm more focused on moving, to be honest.
So what is what's that number next to stealth? Just that number.
4.
4. So your passive stealth would be a 14. Okay. So go ahead and make your 20-foot movement.
Okay. So 20 feet to. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Relax, Brett.
Brett, you bumped into me. Gosh.
Sorry. Brett moves 20 feet this way, and then he'll use his action to not so stealthily dash. He's got 40 feet at the moment. So he'll get to like up here in front of this tree thing.
Perfect.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to cast Bardic Inspiration, load up our tank here.
Give him all the buffs.
And so he'll be shouting encouragement to Koski, which will also hopefully draw some attention from the slot.
Ooh, smart.
So he's going to be like, yeah, get him, Koski! Because like you just dodged 2 attacks too. But he's still worried about you. Brett's a homie, so he's run out to help you.
He's
and you
ride or
feel
die.
well. Yeah. Well,
Passive spurt of fear. I'll say
But
good
you'll
things.
feel that now familiar magic from Brett, spread from not just the sort of reinforcement on your ankles that make you feel almost lighter as you move, but you now have these it's almost like a warm handshake, like a clasp around your forearms where as the bracer sets in, and it's just like a rippling shield of embers and warm underlying like a low flame sort of rippling almost like water, and then there's embers coming off it as you move.
Warmth of friendship.
Brett would be the guy to do the forearm clasp handshake.
Yeah. That's the climber's handshake. And as a reminder, Brett's inspirations are a bit combat oriented, so I'll post those for you.
I can use it to add to my AC. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
And your die is a D8 now?
I believe so. Let me check.
That's wild.
Oh.
That's so sick.
That's nasty.
Yes,
Right.
T8.
Damn.
So we had our movement, action, bonus action. Is that going to be it for Mr. Hotman after the words of inspiration?
That's everything I can do.
All right.
I would draw my swords, I guess.
Marius, we'll go to you. Seeing fight unfolding, Brett dash off to your right.
Oh god. I'm gonna run up here and get a little closer, and I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop. 18.
An 18 will hit.
Yeah.
Alex. 11.
Ooh.
Nice.
As your blue magic bop this thing right in the back. It's kind of mildly half healed wound. You're maybe seeing that now that that wound should have been a lot bigger from the damage Koski did. Eldritch Blast.
I hate you.
Oh,
I got it.
yeah.
Natural
20 for a
20.
27. Jesus.
Eat magic.
14 damage.
And that's it.
All right. Solid turn. Solid turn. Put that damage. All right. Our group beginning to come out, making some moves. Koski staring down this giant creature. It's probably still occasionally saying stuff in your head, like almost like one-liners or quips, maybe.
Bring it on, big
I bet it's
boy.
hilarious.
Still have that rage going, so we're gonna pop. Great axe.
Get him.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh
Natural
no.
Should catches the blade as you pull the axe back, and again in your head, oh, bo so.
You had blast, I just don't know what it's AC of. Or if it's just a chronic
Oh yeah,
fail.
does
I mean,
You
a
could
nat
do
one
blessed
misses.
with the bardic, right?
Yeah, like regardless.
blessed?
Just like a nat
20 is a
20
critical
hits.
success.
Yeah. So just
Okay.
like a nat 20 hits regardless, a natural one
Okay.
misses regardless.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so second swing as the axe is deflected, he will take the second swing imbued with his rage. Ooh, bardic inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Wait,
got
was
You
blessed.
get you get the bless no matter what. You get the
Yeah,
D4.
do the bless first.
17?
Ah.
17 will just miss this guy.
Ooh, bardic inspiration.
Yay!
Nice. Damn,
Well,
that
at least
AC.
we know the AC now.
18. Well, let's find out.
That will definitely hit. 19 will hit.
And so +1, 11, plus rage damage, and then we'll do thunderous blow.
Thunderous blow. We get the damage real quick. Oh, it's
Back
13.
that motherfucker into the wall.
Strength. Boop.
16.
13 will fail as it boom hits back into the same impact mark where Gale's chromatic orb flew into. A few
Don't
rocks
hit,
falling down.
don't hit it
You
towards
mean where I
me.
was aiming? Obviously.
Long con over here. Playing chess, no check.
And then this doesn't really do anything other than I think it's funny.
You shoot me again.
Suddenly, Koski pulls out a bow and arrow.
Yeah, I pull out my gun. Sorry.
As a bonus action, hammering horns.
Hey, knock him back again.
Hell yeah.
You're just pushing him closer to Marius. Hell yeah, I
I'm just
see what
trying
you're
to push
doing.
him into the fucking wall.
So this one.
I see you.
DC.
Callum
Is the
wasn't
DC the
enough.
same?
Yes, still 16.
Strength. Boop. Oh, you just push this thing back into the same spot. It's not making any funny quips now.
Come on, big boy, what problem? That will be Koski's turn.
Solid turn. Koski bullying this thing. We'll close out the round with Aelity.
My apologies. I always forget to roll initiative for the Raven.
Oh yeah, pull your Raven out.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
separate?
Yeah, because it's Phineas,
Mhm.
Gale.
We don't know.
I just
sensitive.
I just always assume familiars are the
It's his own
same.
person.
Yeah, here. Let me. Um. Let's see. You want me to roll initiative, right, for him?
Yeah, if he gets his own initiative.
Yeah, that's what it says right here.
Hell yeah. It should be. It's on the little sheet. It's like on the middle-ish. It just says like.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah. 7. Well,
Perfect. He goes right before you.
Yeah,
it's
perfect
perfect.
timing.
That's awesome. So I'm gonna have him fly. Let's see. How tall is this wall right here? About approximately.
They're about like 15 feet on each side of you. Give or take, maybe a foot or two in certain sections.
Yeah. I'm gonna have Ben.
Oh yeah, there's the other one down there.
And then what's his speed? I think it's 50. Yeah, 50 feet.
Fast bird.
I'm gonna have him perch on this plant right here, this tree. And kind of just stay there. No, just have him move up so he has a line of sight on the slot.
Hell yeah.
And
Super easy.
Yeah, and that'll be Phineas's turn, and then my turn.
And then we will go to Aelity, closing out the round.
And then rough terrain where I'm at.
I mean, if you're trying to
Be
climb
considered.
over stuff, sure,
Yeah.
but no.
Okay. Yeah, because I'd probably try and climb over this rock right here.
I mean, you could squeeze through it like right there. Again, the rock is sort of like resting loosely up against the bases of the tree, but a large step will get you over it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll move 15 feet, 5, 10 feet, and I'll move right here so I have perfect line of sight.
Beautiful.
And I will cast Hex on it.
Ooh. What does Aelity's Hex look like again? Remind me.
It is almost like this dark cloud that kind of pours over and then over the slot, and then the smoky aura kind of seeps into its skin. and has like this cool pattern that kind of just like sucks into its face, and then its eyes kind of turn black.
Hell yeah.
Ew.
So go ahead
Makes
I
and
mean, good
it a little
job.
more creepy.
cast a hex for me real quick, sir,
Yeah,
just so we got it in the chat.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh yeah, what ability would you like it to have disadvantage on?
Let's do. Let's do strength because I feel
Strength?
like it'd have to
Mm.
climb to get away. Yeah.
Smart. So it will have disadvantage on strength checks. Fuck yeah.
Heck yeah. And then I will do 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Pop.
Fuck it up.
Oh yeah.
An 18 will just hit this guy.
Oof.
10?
10 necrotic damage, and add on
One,
the 1d6 for hex.
D6. Biscuits.
Ooh, low damage, but
It's too much
still
damage.
good.
Hell
Eldritch
yeah.
Alright,
Blast.
alright. Second one. Oof.
Ooh, a 10 will miss.
Bless.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's only a
yeah.
4. It's
Yeah.
not even.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second shot hitting that sort of wall right behind it.
I'm sorry, I'm nervous. And
It's okay.
didn't think the first one was gonna hit.
It's okay, I missed my shot too.
But she's still not pregnant yet.
None of these things are okay. Stop missing your shit.
Wait, you're not?
No, I have to be struck
just
by
yelling.
hand.
Okay. What the fuck? That'll be my turn.
And we're gonna go top of initiative with Gale.
Just gonna get out from behind these trees. It's gonna be 5 or 10. I can still see it if I'm like right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 50 feet. Yeah, let's just let off a ray of frost. She draws up a circle again, but then this one shoots into like it almost looks like lightning, but then when it makes contact, it'll spread out into ice across whatever it hits. And she to 15. It hits the wall.
Hits the wall. This poor wall. Small sheet of ice in the spot you hit.
I really thought about doing Seeking Spell, but I'm like, for a cantrip, it's like, God damn it. Let's see, that was how much movement? 15, and go another 15. Yeah, she's gonna keep running this way. She's just like, fuck, shit, fuck.
All right. After Gale's turn, we'll go to the red slod. It sort of looks at you, Koski, and it has that big, wide grin. It has this massive, frog-like mouth. You see this tooth, this like toothy maw, many jagged teeth sort of like come up, like pointing into each other. This chaotic mess. And in your head, actually.
Oh, actually. Oh no.
Everyone now.
Oh.
Everyone in their head hears, "Oh, Tiska na baba," and it will leap past Koski, heading
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
towards Marius. Koski, you can use a reaction to make an attack of opportunity, but it will be with disadvantage.
He did.
Oh, hey there.
Just real quick, do any of us understand?
What languages do you all speak?
Boom, boom.
Common / Orcish. Ooh,
Yeah, I
primarily
feel like it's gonna be like infernal or something, or
douchebaggery.
I do not have a list of things that I speak. I assume just
Yeah, well, I think you only speak like common and
I'm not a smart man.
not smart.
you are a barbarian.
None of you recognize this.
Damn.
Interesting.
None of you recognize this. It's a very out of place language.
I was
It's
hoping
hard-
it was infernal.
Oh, hold on.
Koski, you take a swing with
Hold on.
the axe, but
Oh, damn it.
16 will miss as it
Bardic
I already
inspiration?
burned it.
Here it
No,
is.
it's
Oh.
as it lands next to Marius.
Oh wait, I don't want no baby.
It lands after speaking, and it's going to bring both claws down on Marius.
Okay.
An 11?
Oh
No,
my
'cause I
God.
got that armor now.
Jesus.
Shadow armor.
Dodge the first claw as it brings the other claw around.
Oh,
Natural
Oh.
20.
Yeah, silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs.
My body.
Save yourself, Marius.
24.
That's better than
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
that's still better.
cry at my funeral.
You take 15 points of damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw for Bless.
Oh yeah, you had bless up.
Oh.
Oh
So I
no.
know it
Bless
looks bad,
drops.
but
No, Marius,
You
you're
guys weren't
not
using
supposed
it
to get pregnant. That's my
I'm
job.
squishy. I don't have the hips for this, Koski.
uh, our three blessed members, you all would see that little bit of like misty moonlight that you were giving off subsides. All of you knowing that that's not good.
You
Uh-oh.
just hear a little quiet, fuck you. It dissipates.
Marius, I need a second Constitution saving
Oh
throw.
no! Don't get
All right,
pregnant. Just don't get pregnant.
Oh, is this for something else?
This is for your own jollies, I know it. One more con, you say?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh
sir.
God, no! You're pregnant.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude, for sure.
Yeah, I think you're pregnant.
The massive cut as you like manage to stay on your feet. You do feel this strange, almost like pulse from the wound. You look down. It doesn't look anything crazy besides a massive gash, but that was a really weird pain you just felt.
It's kicking.
I feel it.
Touch my stomach without
God,
asking
it's
so you can
inside
feel
me.
it.
You always say you feel motherly around young animals.
Just give me some ice chips. I asked for ice chips 10 minutes ago. Fuck is happening?
Once you get slashed with that second cut and you like stagger back, you look at this thing. Just in your head, Marius, you hear, "No, Kimbabu," and it runs past you. You can take an attack of opportunity. This one would be normal if you decide to go for it. It doesn't have its.
Oh
leap
God.
ability.
It's trying to go for all of
Trying
us.
to get everyone.
I don't have. I can't use it. Okay. I use my
That's why
staff.
you should
Where
have
are you?
all accepted bribe to get pregnant anyway.
15 doesn't hit.
15 will miss as it runs past you, and it does this like leaping jump at Aelity with its teeth as it
Look
goes for a
out.
bite attack on you, Aelity.
Oh Lord.
14
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You don't have the shield.
makes contact. Whoa, you manage to break free as it lets go. You take 12 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
And now that you're in this thing's face, Marius, you get a good sight of this. Gale, you get a much better sight as well this time around. As its turn ends, you see some of those wounds, those impacts that you guys have made so far begin to mend as it heals
Alright,
just a little
then.
bit.
Better your ass be.
And that'll
Moved
be
a-
it for the salad.
It
We'll
moved
go
a
to Mr.
lot.
Brett Hotman.
Oh my god.
Brad, I know it.
It's coming for us, Brett. Run!
Right. You lost.
We have to leave them, Brett. We have to leave.
They're gone. They're done for. They're gone.
They're already dead. We have to go. It's
Not
just
this
us
being another
Genasi's.
chance to like prove Gale is
just
Daisy Racer. Gale, you can't keep prioritizing elementals over fleshly. It's not right.
What do you even? What? I don't.
Do you hear yourself?
Okay, yeah, this thing's really moving. I hope this is a good idea.
Famous last words.
Brett's gonna cast slow.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Yep, keep him towards
right.
me. Hell yeah, love it.
Just stay up in Aelity's face, please.
So I need to make a wisdom save.
Where is it?
Is that right?
Yes, wisdom. It's in the first paragraph.
Wisdom save. It has a little bit of magic resistance. So
Uh-oh.
I'll have advantage on this one. Double
Ah!
nines will fail.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
dice said no in German.
Ooh.
9.
Fiery embers circle this thing as you guys can all see it begin to slow down. Its speed halved to -2 to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can only use an action or bonus action, not both. And regardless of its abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one attack.
Oh, thank God, that's huge.
That is big, big.
Oh.
And then Brett is gonna. How far away is it? Brett's gonna shout at it like, "Hey, big guy, how fast you feeling now?" Really trying to egg it on. I don't know if it can understand common, but that's what we're going for. And then I'm gonna he's gonna move towards the shore here. Just kind of like shaking his swords at him, like, come at me.
I love it.
And I'll use a bardic inspiration. We'll give that to Elodie.
Okay.
Thanks, I guess.
You have those fiery bracers that come up on your forearms. All right.
So is it only Marius so far who's had to make that con save?
We'll find out.
So-
Marius, it is your
Sure.
turn.
Maybe one time just adding up sorcery points.
Oh, that does, by the way, drop the speed I gave you, Koshki.
Ooh.
Oh
This is
yeah,
a new
long
Okay.
strider.
Very
No
good
problem. Still have 40 feet of movement.
Okay. Pardon me. I'm in Radiant Soul. Transform, sprout my ethereal, slow fluttering wings. And I'm going to use Quicken Spell. So I'm going to take my stuff off. And then level 2, I'm going to throw a Guiding Bolt at it.
Nice. It has a -2 to AC.
Sick. I think I have an attack set up. I'll just have to roll an extra dice. Maybe? Do I not? I do. Pardon kidding me?
You could -2 to AC. Ooh, you could maybe potentially. Oh yeah, you didn't give yourself bless.
Yeah, no,
It's gone
Bless is
too.
gone.
Oh, biscuits.
So
Goodbye,
it's a
bliss.
16. Okay, so then I'll use another 2 sorcery points to seek spell.
Hell yeah.
Seeking spell.
There's
Got
like,
this.
yeah, I'm like
Got
out of sorcery
this.
points, but this is fine. All right,
Oh.
I'm gonna
Oh.
use favored by the gods.
Oh my god. We
Jesus.
really want this to hit.
I feel like I'm already too many points deep to let it go.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Wait, I can roll 2.
AC
Wait,
No, it's
will
2d4.
just hit it.
sorry, I can roll 2 of
That's
those.
There you go.
Oh,
A
because of the
19
slow.
will hit it.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, it's got a -2 to AC.
Oh,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
slow.
Yeah,
But I got
yeah.
a 19.
You got to
And
give me
then-
that level 2 guiding bolt on this dude.
I'll have to roll an extra d6. So there's...
Scary.
Oh, wait, let me choose. I put it in right. Look at me. What is
Okay.
that?
22.
Oh, that's my
What?
extra damage. Dumb. That's my extra damage dice on top as a 1. So 23.
23 collectively?
Jesus.
Plus
Awesome.
Damn.
7 radiant soul. So 30.
So 30 radiant damage on this thing?
Yeah.
Whew.
Boom.
As it lands, that's a big hit on this thing.
And
And it's guiding bolt too, so the next attack has advantage, I do
that's
believe.
advantage, yeah.
Nice.
Let me make
Solid,
sure I got
solid.
all my spell stuff taken off. Yeah, because level 2 and my sorcery points. Yep, everything's taken off. And then I will just go like 20 feet up in the air. Just poof. And I will end my turn.
Nice. Nice, nice. Boom. We'll go from Marius to Koski.
Just like in Dragon Ball Z, you see like Koski like crouch down a little bit, and then just like that Super Saiyan like leap dash thing.
I thought you were going to charge up for 10 turns. So it's fine.
And like
Damn.
as he's gliding through the air, he brings the axe back, and he takes his swing as he gets up to the slod.
Get him. 28 will
Ooh,
definitely hit
Jesus.
this guy.
God damn, dude.
Rage.
A chain plus 2 for raging.
And then
Nice.
thunderous blow. They have disadvantage on their strength, right? Because of the hex.
Only on ability checks, not saving throws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So strength. Boop. Natural 1.
There you go.
Cocoon.
Can I knock it diagonally away from Aelity?
Use boom.
Choose to.
Let me see. You can use a move to move. Sure. So you're trying to move it like back a step closer to Marius, or like
Yeah.
move it like?
I am flying, so you move wherever.
Oh, that is fair. You are 20 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
And,
I'm not.
this next
This isn't
attack
about you.
still get advantage?
No, I do not believe so. Wait, why did the
What?
first one get advantage? Oh, wait, because
'Cause it-
guiding bolt.
guiding
Yeah,
bolt,
that's
yeah.
right. That's right.
Oh,
So this
yeah,
one
yeah,
does
yeah.
not.
Eh.
Ooh, 13 will miss.
So I can't do the hammering horns thing then. That has to be immediately after I hit a creature. Okay, so that would be Koski's turn.
Correct. All right. Solid turn, closing the gap, doing some damage. We will go to Phineas, the Raven's turn, perched up in the tree.
Just a quick question: if Aelity was to just run, would he get an attack of opportunity even though he's 5 feet away from me for like in spacing?
You're not exactly sure yet, but you do know that it can't use reactions because it's slowed.
Right.
Sick.
Please, run away.
Pull your weight, Finn. All right, I'm gonna have Finn fly down and fucking peck this dude's face.
Hell yeah. Get him, Finn.
But I don't
Ooh.
want to.
Oh God! Why would you say that? You made it real.
It's your brother. You figure out that dynamic.
17 will hit.
We out here.
Why?
One piercing.
Just take a little nibble out the face.
Oh yeah, Dan.
This Finn flies in, whoosh, pecks this giant red slot a few times.
I love the difference in token.
The tiniest.
Tiniest little bird. He looks like the toad would eat Phineas.
Out of context, they look like they're having just a cute little chat.
Yeah, they are kind of perfectly looking at each other.
Hey, dude, what's
Oh
up?
no.
Could he fly down, peck, and then fly away?
Can't be pregnant.
I mean, you would assume so. Again, you
Yes.
guys, you would be able to communicate to Phineas that, this thing is slowed. You've seen Brett use this many a time, so you would know that it would be safe for him to move out.
Yeah, when it's slowed, it's like its whole body is like having embers like drifting up and trailing off of it, like dripping down from it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Actually, and then I'll have him move on me. Okay.
Hypothetically, if I had speak with animals, could I talk to Phineas?
I don't know. You'd have to try it.
I'm coming, buddy.
I'd have to give it a shot.
Okay. That'll be Phineas's turn.
All right, we'll close out the round with Aelity.
And she is going to be fully scared and just start turning around and sprinting.
Run.
Getting scratched not that bad.
I got bit. I
Oh.
feel pregnant already.
It's not spread by the mouth.
Fred by
Everybody knows
head.
that.
Regardless.
Hand jobs that get you pregnant. Everybody know.
Dang it.
This is like the coach from Mean Girls.
You will get
You'll
pregnant.
get pregnant and you will die.
In this case, yes.
I am going to cast
What greater sacrifice?
spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Right. What's our spiritual weapon look like?
It is going to be Phineas's sword again.
Ooh,
It's
funny.
fucked up.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
kinda hoping you were gonna. It's just a bigger Phineas. It's just a bigger.
It's
Hell
Phineas. It's okay.
Yeah. Gotta be a weapon.
Push your goddamn butt.
And then I will do 2 Eldritch Blasts to it.
Ooh, Eldritch Blast. Let me get you your token.
Blast 'em.
Who? Fuck.
I do not like being this close.
Language.
Ooh. 10 will miss.
Don't
Going
forget he's
wide.
slowed, so you might not be able to get that close.
Oh, yeah, I can move it so I can cast it right next to him, 60 feet. Right.
Yeah.
Sweet. Second one.
Oh, I can cast.
Oh, but
15
I'm
will
blessed.
just miss.
Oh no, it's gone, huh? It's gone.
I believe you still have Bardic Inspiration.
Yes. Sweet.
Hey,
Ooh,
20.
20 will definitely hit this guy.
Thank goodness.
Boom. 6 necrotic plus your
Are you
hex.
kidding me,
Roll me one
Hoodie?
more d6.
9.
9 damage. Let's go.
And then I can attack with my spiritual weapon, correct?
I do believe so, as part of that bonus action.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
24?
24 will hit this guy.
Nine.
9?
9 more damage. Cool. Smashing into this guy.
All right. That'll be my turn. Full movement, full action, full bonus action.
Hell yeah. Solid turn, solid turn. And we will go to the start of the round with Gale.
Gil does not like being this close, but she does know it's slowed. So, gonna. Do I go big? No, we won't go that big, but she's gonna throw up the circle again and then flick it. It's gonna be a little bit bigger than the first time. It's gonna be a second level spell.
Let's go.
Yeah, she's gonna just stick with lightning damage because that's what she likes. Little lightning girl.
Why not?
I'm glad you
Oh,
asked.
seeking spell, take away 2 points, please. Thank you.
Please.
Please.
Give me another roll of that.
Hey,
25
25.
will hit.
You hit
At a
God's
girl. Ooh, big.
21
The added
lightning
wasn't as
damage.
big. Yeah, lightning.
This being the first time you've hit it with lightning, you watch the chromatic orb fly at this thing, impact dead center of its chest. You dealt damage to it, but not as much as you were hoping.
Yeah,
Seeming to have
yeah.
a little bit of resistance to lightning.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got resistances.
Why not?
And as she does that, she also light or bonus action just for flavor blows back 10 feet as she like blows backwards almost as the chromatic orb gets sent forward. And then she's gonna use the rest of her movement,
Just
get another
starts running
20
away.
feet. She's like, fuck, fuck, fuck. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's right here. That'll be her turn.
Solid turn. Solid turn. We'll go to the red slod's
Boy
turn.
scared of Golski.
As everyone besides Gale would hear in their head, you go boo-goo. And it will. It is still slowed, so it's gonna step around Koski, sort of circling him. And yeah, it'll take its one claw attack this turn.
Bring on the big boy. Oh.
A 10.
Bees ass.
Going wide. As it doesn't have much of a response, as it's like slowed, clearly like frustrated at itself. You would see its wounds begin to heal up at the end of its turn. And I will make another wisdom save for slow?
Yes, sir.
Wisdom save. He will get
With
advantage.
advantage.
Ooh. Good
Ah!
God.
Oh, no.
Please.
Wow.
That is
What a fate.
wild. That is so wild.
Excellent.
All right. Solid. That's all the slot has got. It's gonna be Brett's turn now. As you see this thing like circling Koski. It's keeping like a side eye on all of you, but it's ready to fight.
Brett is so annoyed. He keeps trying to draw the creature over and it keeps ignoring him.
I lost my touch.
But, he did study up in school. I think he would know it has magic resistance, even though he kind of forgot in the moment, and maybe he's a little pleased to see that the magic is still holding up, and so he decides, I guess, do I know if it has resistance against fire or not?
It may. I mean, it's not unheard of for slots to have resistance against fire.
Oh, right. I
I-
forgot they vary a lot.
I do remember we never, like, we kind of went over this. I don't think we knew what weak or what resistances it has, but we knew it doesn't necessarily have any weaknesses,
Hmm.
right?
Okay. Well, time for an experiment.
Essentially. Yeah, essentially.
Brett's gonna walk forward. He's gonna use half his movement, 20 feet. Well, it's like, brisk walk. And he preps himself as he maintains this flow in one part of his, magic well. I'm not sure. I don't know. And then uses. Because I can cast another spell while I'm maintaining something with concentration, right? As long as it's not also concentration.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just double checking. He's gonna cast his racial spell, Burning Hands.
Ooh, nice.
So that doesn't use a spell slot for him.
Burning Hands. Dex save. He'll get advantage on his dex save.
But it is -2 from the slow.
Very true for the dex save. Very true. Keep that in mind. A 10 will fail.
You just like rub your hands together and then just.
Yeah, he just sort of like crosses his hands over each other. Almost like the Napoleon Dynamite, like bird motion. But not that. But like the hands are locked together, right? And then he spreads them out, and as that triangle is forming between the palms, the fire grows, and then he like blows through it and it presses forward. Cone.
Nice. As this damage seems to let loose, roll me some fire damage. Full damage.
What?
Ooh.
Okay.
As you let out the flames from your fingertips, you do catch one or two of the nearby trees. This birth of flame, and as the slot is hit by it, you see it deals damage, just not quite as much as you were hoping, seeming to have a fire resistance.
Okay. Well, that was worth exploring.
Mhm.
I guess he'll back up a little bit and kind of like be staying near Elodie as she's moving back. He'll step back about 10 feet.
Oh, I was like, what is it? It's fire.
Yeah. I thought it was blood for a moment.
Blood.
I thought it was like a weird glitch or something happening because you moved your token for a second.
Just that fast.
Lightning speed, Brett.
She's on fire with this light.
All right.
So that would be action, movement. And then I think I'll throw the last Bardic inspiration back onto Koshki. Like, finish him!
Hell yeah. So, those bracers emerge in your
You're still
forearms.
not pregnant.
I
That's
don't think he
everything.
wants you.
Speaking of pregnant, Marius, it's going to be your turn.
I can be the only one.
Balloon chose me.
I'll hex it. And
Next up. Bonus action.
I guess I'll pick dexterity.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's your hex look like on top of Aelides? Sort of like these blackened splotches it seems to have, and this like darkened shade it has in its eyes now.
I guess it almost looks like moonlight coming through clouds.
Nice.
Kind of gives like this silvery shimmer above its head. Out of like
So
some
dope.
mist looking by.
That's so sick.
And I'll just Eldritch Blast.
Just blast this fool into the ground.
Fuck yeah!
it.
Second one
Natural
today.
20.
Wow.
Let's go. And then roll me 2d6 for the hex.
And I want to use my Radiant.
Yeah.
And Hex 1, Hex 2. 25.
25
Oof.
points of damage. Just rocket this thing from 20
Balloon
feet up in the
crazy.
air.
And I'll do my second
Oh,
Eldritch Blast. 20.
So good.
20 will hit.
6 plus 10 more damage.
35 damage done on your turn. Solid damage.
These hits seem to be ringing true, or the damage.
All this necrotic and radiant energy, yeah, that you're seeing fly through.
No, that's it. Yeah, that's action, bonus action. And he's still slowed.
Mm-hmm.
So where's he go there? 30. I think I'll move just so I'm over like the shore. It's kind of closer to everybody still.
Still hanging out at that kind of 20-foot level.
Yep.
All right.
And that'll be it.
Beautiful. Solid turn. Koski, it'll be your turn as you're facing down with the red slot and hearing the cracking of the Eldritch Blast just impacting
Balloon
hard on this
crazy
guy.
sorcerer. Koski's going to, in his rage-fueled state, just keep swinging. For the thunderous blow that he's going to do if he connects, can he push him back this way? Is that square?
Yeah.
And he will use his reckless attack with this.
Ooh.
Koski
Give me an
get
advantage roll
advantage.
on these attacks.
He winds up and just swings it back and takes it straight into the stomach.
Cool.
You keep getting so close to that natural
With,
20.
that thunderous blow, so DC 16 strength save.
And then it's plus 2 more damage from rage as well. So that's
Oh yeah, fuck! I
21
keep forgetting to
points
put
of
rage damage in there.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Boy.
You're totally good, man. Thunderous blow, so strength.
I usually set it up as like a separate like R great axe.
I'm rolling so horrible.
Wow.
A 10 will fail, knocking him this
And
way,
then
5
we'll
feet
take
back.
that place, and then we'll take that second swing with that advantage.
Hit it.
$19 should hit, right?
19 will hit.
Plus
Yeah, 19
1.
hits.
Then rage damage. 18, 19.
19
we
more points of
will
damage.
finish it off with our bonus action for our hammering horns. Oof.
Another strength. An 8.
What?
Knock him back into the
Were you trying to
lake.
push him? Just
So he takes that second
Thing is-
swing and knocks him back into the lake, and Koski just like lets out this big like.
I didn't realize that hammering horns. You could push it. You could push him 10
Oh,
feet.
yeah,
So you can
straight
push him
back into
5
the
more
lake.
feet if you want. It's so great. This massive splash as the slot impacts and staggers to its feet. This thing is still standing. It has all sorts of wounds on it, but it is
Koski,
ready
not
to
good
fight
enough
still.
for you. That will be Koski's turn.
Solid turn. All right. From Koski, we go to Phineas the Raven, perched on Aelidy's shoulder. What would the Raven like to do? Mr. Benny.
Are you muted?
My bad, I was muted. Sorry. The Raven is going to. He's just gonna chill. He's not gonna do anything. We'll probably skip the Raven and then go to Aelidy.
All right. We'll go to Aelidy, closing out our round here.
All right, let's see. I will move. I think it's a bonus action. Let me hold on. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I always have to remind myself how it works every time I pull it out.
Yeah, spiritual weapon is just like it's just one of those.
Just gotta throw it out real quick. Oh, Josh.
So you can move it 20 feet with a bonus
So
action.
you can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see.
Um. Ooh, I will do that. It's getting there. And then I will step next to Brett and fire 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Boom, boom.
Boom,
Get him.
boom.
Because now your boy's out of spell slots. So. 24?
24 will definitely hit this dude. 6 plus Hex. Nice.
Ooh.
12 damage. Good shot.
Yeah.
19 will hit.
Big damage.
And then another d6 for that Hex.
Perfect.
16 points of damage. Let's go.
Big
I'll
damage.
take it.
That's
Okay.
big damage. It's big damage.
So it's
All right.
5. I'm actually going to use the rest of my movement and run over here.
Hell yeah. We'll
All right.
reposition.
Yep, that'll be my turn.
Solid turn.
And this is still on my shoulder.
We will go to the top of initiative order, going back to Gale, seeing this thing standing in the water. It's been shot with a litany of spells, hit with every melee weapon you guys could get close enough to it. What do you want to do with your turn?
Gale, for the first time, realizing the weakness of the elementals, No radiant or necrotic damage. She stands there for a moment trying to think. She's like, and she draws up another circle, and then before she flicks it, draws another like sigil in there, one that no one has ever seen her do before. As she flicks the circle, and the circle like rushes with wind and fills with this like pink purple poisonous gas, and then she like pushes on the orb and it shoots off and like wraps around the slod's head, trying to make it like breathe in this poisonous gas. See if maybe poison is something it's weak to.
Hell yeah, I love it.
You know, we'll go level 3 spell. Ooh,
19 will hit this guy.
Ooh, damn.
Damn.
Okay.
Jesus.
As it breathes in this poisonous gas.
24 points of damage as you let loose the orb. It flies into this thing, and it impacts with enough force to actually cause it to do an inhale, and your magic, that gas just fills its mouth. How does Gale kill the red slot?
Oh
Yes. It breathes in for a second, and then as like black veins start like spreading out from like the chest and like up the neck, and then it probably just falls over in the water and just go as like foam starts coming out of the mouth.
Horrific.
Thanks, I hate it. That was
Well,
awesome.
it's poison and it's magic.
It's
That's probably
literally
looking
perfect.
over at you, just like a little shocked.
As you guys would hear the massive impact of its thick body just into the water. Marius, you get hit with a little bit of that spray. But this thing remains still on the ground. You can see it's strange, like blood ichor. It's this almost like purple-ish looking color. It begins to sort of fill that water, that space, as 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 seconds begin to pass. This thing is not getting up.
Ah,
We will drop initiative
my
order.
divine warriors,
Poison.
all of you have made
That's what that
today.
Well, that was certainly interesting. A little scary when it started coming after all of us, huh? As the one who didn't get hit at all.
Yeah, Brett also didn't get hit, but but he's looking over at you like jaw dropped. What was that? That was horrible.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what it was weak to, and I hadn't seen anybody do poison yet.
He's
I can
just
show you
like
it.
shaking his head. No thanks. I think actually Marius needs some healing, right, man?
I mean, Aki's a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I pick up with my passive wisdom of 18 that Brett is scared.
Yeah, I brought myself within 6 points, but he's still hard.
Don't we need the heart, right? Isn't that what we need? Shakes her hand where she got bit.
Where did I write this down? Yeah. We need the slotty heart, 3 vials of blood, and then somebody get infected, hopefully.
Yes.
Gale walks over, pulling out some empty vials.
Koski would walk up to the slot and he would start cutting it open and stuff. Reach in, grab the heart out, sever the aorta and stuff.
Oh, you're just getting in there.
Give me a survival check with advantage, Koski, as you've done this many a time.
Gale's just gonna like use Mage Hand to like stick one of the empty vials under there to try and like get some of the blood as he's doing
19.
this.
Nice. And you sort of like drag its body up on shore just a little bit so you don't have that water sort of going against you. And it takes a little bit of time. You know that the interior of a slod is kind of randomized to each one. They're very strange, chaotic creatures. Its heart could be in one of 4 places, its stomach in one of 3 places. So you kind of have to like open, do some inspecting, remove some interiors, and there's like a slight investigative property to this, removal. But I would say within about 30, 45 minutes, you manage to find the heart. This one has 2, strangely enough. One seems a little bit larger, clearly a bit more healthy. The second seems a little like malformed, but still very strong. It just has this very strange, like, almost like shape to it. It's more like a kidney bean shape versus like the traditional slotty heart that's much more of like a
Okay.
strangely shaped watermelon.
And then could he open up the head portion and check for the gem?
Yeah. And Gale, you're trying to collect the blood here.
Yeah, she's using Mage Hand so she doesn't have to get in there.
Smart. I will say that one isn't too terribly hard. Again, there's a lot of gooey bits. Are you trying to get like clean blood only? Are you just like, yeah, I'll make sure there's mainly blood and stuff in these 3 vials? Like how
I imagine maybe the first vial is like when she realized, she just kind of like got whatever and then was like, oh, this isn't just blood. Okay, let me try that again.
fair.
So she wants to try and get like clean blood only as much as possible.
Give me a survival check, or I'll give you a nature check as well. Oh no, medicine. I think medicine or survival check.
I'll
Sure.
get in there with my actual hands. See if we can get advantage.
Hell yeah. Aelity seeming to come over and help out your mage hand. Go ahead and make a medicine or survival with advantage.
Oh, thank you.
Does anyone need more healing than the 5 points we
That's
did for
exactly how
everyone?
much Kolsky need.
I'm good. I'm only 1 point off. I'll be fine.
I'm 6 points off, but I'll be all right. You said 45 minutes. That's a short rest, ain't it?
I mean, basically, you would be a little involved for the first portion, but as Koski gets to go to the head, that's kind of another similar situation, Koski. Sometimes that gem is sort of embedded in the head. Sometimes it's in the actual like brain interior. Sometimes it's just located in
Well, and
like the
sometimes it's
cranial
not there at all,
cavity
right?
itself. Exactly. Exactly. So you're kind of being like gentle with this because you just don't want to hack it too much because you could risk damaging it if it's in there. So give me another survival check with advantage or medicine. I think that's a fair call as well.
Yeah, 20.
Ooh,
Nice, easy enough.
matching
Easy
20s.
About another
Mhm.
30-ish minutes or so. So you're looking at getting close to an hour and a half of finding the slod, fighting it, and now cleaning it out essentially. So I'd say everyone besides Koski could get a short rest if you need it, including Aelity, because you just sort of help out getting some blood in that first maybe 20 minutes of having the body.
Just in case anybody's
hang out for a
watching
little
any
bit.
of this process, it is very like surgical and methodical. He is like splitting open the hide and stuff in a way that would make you think that he's done this a lot, and not only that, but that he has a tendency to try to use as much of anything as he can.
And you manage to keep the hide intact, where it's going to be mainly one large piece. You may have to do a small, sect off for what you could save for the head. You manage to get 5 of its claws if you so choose. Any number of teeth. There are a lot of strange sized and shaped teeth in this thing's big head.
He'll take the 2 biggest teeth that he can find.
Hell yeah. Easy enough with your skill. Go ahead and mark that down in your inventory, as well as anyone else. Again, you got a couple claws you could snag, teeth. Obviously, Koski's going to try to preserve this hide. I guess I
Yes.
assumed he's going to try to preserve the hide.
Gale's
Fair
just concerned about the blood vials.
All right. So everyone besides Koski, again, grab a short rest if it's so necessary. Those of you that would be hanging around during this time in Koski, you would notice this too, and you probably noticed it during the fight. But off to the sort of north side of this small body of water here in this kind of ravine that you guys have been passing through, it's almost like a small canyon almost. You would notice there would be a large body off to the side over here. Going to investigate, it would be a very interesting creature. You guys have heard about these. They're kind of like a monstrous creature, not really a beast, not like a fiend or anything like that, just like a raw primal monster itself. And this would be a large body of a probably long dead chimera. For the past maybe a couple of days, it's been here. It's hard to tell without doing some like investigating, but it looks like it's been here for some time. The slot was likely feeding off it. See, its like chest cavity has been completely eaten out, as well as any other interior organs. It looks like it may have been going at the rest of the body, maybe later.
Maybe it was birthed from it. Do I remember how quickly Slod grow?
You guys would recall that Slod, again, once they've been sort of a host has been impregnated, the average is about an entire 3-month cycle. There's a couple
Mhm.
different phases inside that cycle, but it's usually about 3 months. The tadpole will emerge, and it generally eats the host as a sort of like part of the birthing process. And then to get to full size, it's not too terribly long. Again, it varies depending on even color or like what mutations it may have. But I mean, it could take maybe a month, maybe 2 months, maybe a little bit less for it to grow to full size. Koski, I'd say with
Yeah.
your previous survival checks, again, whether this is brought up or not, but in your investigations, you could tell that this thing wasn't full grown. Do you think that that secondary heart you found, it may have been in like the midst of growing, even though it was malformed and strange? You think it was still functioning,
Teenager.
still growing?
Not
What?
full grown yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah.
This
thinking
thing.
maybe
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
What do you
it's
mean
a
it's not full
little,
grown?
premature for a full-grown slug. Not see second heart, and he holds out the second heart. Not fully developed yet.
Ah.
What?
Well, I mean that does kind of make sense if you think about how long it takes after it's born. I mean that pointing over to the carcass over there, that thing looks like it's been there a while, but it was
Right? Do we
probably
ever end up?
born from there.
Are you saying these things get
Yes.
bigger?
I mean, depending on sloth, but I mean, all different shape and size, much like all of us.
And like as you
oh.
say that, Koski, you're like cracking the skull for like the last portion. It's been the full like almost hour and a half at this point, and you haven't found a single gem in this thing's head. Just as a sidebar. And Aelity, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good. You're good. Just as they're working and we're kind of just like chilling around, I'm gonna have Finn fly up, like, cause we're kind of like in this like slot canyon area, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have Finn fly up, and I am going to see through his eyes and hear through his ears. and see if there's maybe any more like predators coming, or if there's another slot, or if someone's watching us, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes sense. And you have that ability. It's within 100 feet.
yes.
Okay, so you just keep it sort of circling this area for
Yep.
this time, and you sort of keep Phineas on the fly. Check in every couple of minutes. Nothing that you're seeing. As he's flying, without much of a perception check, even if he was to investigate loosely while on these little trips about,
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot of wildlife here. Not a whole lot of
Mm.
signs of wildlife here. I mean,
Oh.
like maybe do from this thing. It's not like you're finding bodies all over the place. You would maybe see a couple of signs where this thing has like pushed a tree over or like dug a random hole that Phineas would investigate. That's just like 12 feet deep and nothing, but it's like the rough size of this thing. Like it seems like this thing's just been running about for some period of time. Unsure how long.
Okay. Um,
We came
Okay.
to its home and we killed it.
I think it just maybe that's how we hunt them down is no signs of
something.
wildlife.
Hmm.
Yeah. So maybe we look for no signs of wildlife and that's where its home is because it drives everything out. If we want to keep finding them, are we done after this? Because we needed to find. Was it Matt? Was it a red one? Red or blue?
I
Yeah.
think we got all we need.
Right.
Yeah,
The sighting
got-
didn't exactly confirm. There was just like a single sighting, and I think at this point the sighting is like a week old. So like that
Okay.
was the last report of it,
Okay.
but you never know.
Yeah.
That's true. It could have infected things during its time. So
Mhm.
there's a very good chance more of these things could pop up. But since we've confirmed that it's a red slot, people can keep an eye out.
Oh. All right. Well, you want to pack up and leave, or do you guys want to sit in this canyon?
I mean, I'm good to go. If we've got all our
Koski
do we
would
have the
like
heart
go
packed
into
up?
the lake and kind of wash everything off. The big heart and the little heart. Ooh, is a container for a big heart.
I have the
So
handy
he would hand that
haversack.
over to Elodie, and then he would walk up to Gale.
Um,
And he would hand her the small one, and he would like kind of tie a string around it in commemoration of first slot kill.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Yeah,
as
it's like
it
all
like
wet
makes
and
contact
drippy
in her
and
hand, she's like,
squishy.
"Oh god, it's squishy."
You look at Koski, and he has his slotty heart on his neck. It's all shriveled and like petrified and old, but it's like on a necklace essentially.
Oh, oh. Um, she's like, I don't know what to do with this.
Go on, Gail, put it on.
Yeah,
It's
it
awesome
looks
from
beautiful on
straightforward.
you.
Yeah, don't be
Don't
rude
be
to
rude.
your friend.
Yeah, that's rude. If
And it needs to dry first. I
Yeah,
think.
it's a-
He'll just
a great
like
honor, you
like,
heard him.
grab it.
hey Koshki, you
course.
let it dry on your neck,
And he
right?
just like grabs it and just puts it around her neck.
Yeah,
See?
tie in there for him.
Oh no, really? Oh, okay.
Very gently like lifts up her
It's
hair
beautiful.
and stuff and just
It looks-
like
it looks
settles
intimidating.
it. And just like slaps her on the back.
I see it now. It's great.
It'll dry like extra fast because you're so windy.
True. Good point.
Smart.
Does this thing smell?
Yeah, don't ever take it off.
And
It has a raw meat smell, but also has
Okay.
Oy.
a really heavy musk to it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Don't throw up. Don't disrespect our new friend.
Breathe through your mouth.
Yeah, breathe through your mouth. You're fine. Your first kill. Congrats.
I've killed. Well, I mean, first slot kill.
Great
Yeah.
honor. Not many people live to tell tale.
Well, now there's
Speaking of,
6 more. Or
Yeah,
5
let's get,
more.
yeah,
let's get me cured. Wait, did we ask how to tell if we actually got
Did
infected?
you feel tingle?
I don't think so. You guys did not ask a whole lot of questions.
Did you
No,
did you
No, we
feel
didn't
ask
did you
him.
feel
No.
tingle when he
So
told you?
I just says.
Then
I
cool.
mean, yeah, I feel a little weird. I don't feel 100%. I think I've got like a glow.
Can Koski inspect Marius's wound to see if the
Ooh.
poison or whatever got leached into him?
Give me a medicine
can-
check.
Can I help, or I guess do my own inspection with detect magic?
Sure. Sure.
Oh yeah. Huh.
I don't know if that helps.
Any pair of eyes we can get on Marius is gonna help.
Give me a medicine or an arcana check for Gale. Or you could give Koski advantage. That's also fine if you would like.
If you have
I'll
if you
give,
have any kind of plus to your
well-
roll, just take it.
Yeah,
'Cause I have 0.
yeah.
Wait, what is Gale doing?
Oh,
Jesus.
so much better. So
Hell
much
yeah.
better.
Can I do my own? No, I wouldn't know. I don't know what the fuck this is.
We're all
Can I
gonna
magical
investigate.
guidance this?
Sure, you can magical guidance it if you'd like.
Spend another
Okay.
sorcery point.
I'm gonna touch Gale on the shoulder and be like,
Fuck this up.
"Don't mess up." And give her guidance.
Oh my god,
Hey,
so
guys.
much better.
So much better though. Roll a d4. 8 medicine. So
8.
Koski, you look over and Gale looks
What do you
a little
think, Doc?
confused. As you sort of pop up your detect magic, Gale, you sort of get the aura of all your friends, again, very accustomed.
Mhm.
You sense Marius's, and everything seems fine. Weirdly enough, it doesn't really apply to the medicine check, but his aura seems like ever so brighter. It's kind of hard to explain.
You are glowing.
Yeah, you do kind of have a glow. I mean, yeah, this kind of makes all of you glow, really. But like, I don't know, it's a little more than usual. That's weird.
And Koski, you're like hard inspecting this wound, and you know it's very hard to tell if you've been infected by the Slod's disease, by the phage transmutation. You would know that that's kind of its telltale strength, is that it will make these slashes on targets. The targets will become infected unknowingly. Hopefully 3 months later they produce another Slod. And a lot of signs aren't really shown until that last month. A lot of the really bad signs come within about 24 hours before the tadpole actually emerges.
Koski not entirely sure, but if you get within a month of full pregnancy, he will definitely start to show sign. If you get in with 24 hour, you definitely show sign. Very nasty sign. Outside of that, maybe you commune with Saloon tonight, and she give you the magical guidance you are seeking. For answers in our meditation, because Koski is unsure.
You know, that's true. It is going to be a couple days before we get back.
Maybe we put fire
Wouldn't
out on
hurt.
trees over there.
That'll burn themselves out. All right, let's get going.
maybe that's what Brett was doing. Brett's over there just like patting him down.
Just like in the background for like the first like 30 minutes, he's just putting
Yeah.
out the fire.
Fires.
I love that.
He's also occasionally like looking over, like he's up on like the crow's nest of a pirate ship. He's like looking out, hand over eyes, like making sure nothing's coming, and then he goes back to like patting out the fire.
There was a point where Gale got like grossed out by something and kicked up the wind, kicked up the fire a little bit.
Probably that
Brett's like,
musty stench of that heart that you keep getting wafted into your nose.
Ugh.
I love it. And those that would pay attention again, Phineas would fly over the area, just doing a survey, Aelity checking in, Slotty fully detached. Feel free to add to your inventory. Chance a full red slod hide. And then if
Sure.
anyone else wanted any of the other bits, feel free to go for it. There's also other strange oddities, like there's other organs that it has, eyes, bones.
can I have a
brain.
chimera tooth?
Yeah, you go. Yeah, that's a fair point. The chimera, if you're looking for a tooth, you got 3 choices. It has a goat head, a lion head, and a red dragon
2 of
head.
each.
No.
Oh, I want one of each, I guess.
Is
Dude,
dragon
Oh,
scales?
There's only a handful, and it's really just like the neck and the like face. So you can maybe get some red dragon scales, but you would probably know from like your hide experience that it's like the belly and back are like prime
also-
scales.
Right.
Also,
I'm gonna
tidbit
just
of-
grab a couple.
Put down a small red
bit of
dragon
slight
scales.
information about Slod here. This one born on this plane, so not from other dimension. Gem and head mean come from here.
So there's possibly
Oh.
another slot around that this thing was
Knows where
burst
at.
from.
Could be very far away. That.
I mean, yeah, with the Chimera, who knows how far that thing traveled.
Not a great sign that once showed up here.
Hmm.
There's not like a chimera like hometown, right? I'm guessing.
You know, actually, chimeras have a very robust society. No, there's no hometown.
Oh,
Yeah, that just sounded weird when you said it out loud, Brett. I'm not gonna lie.
well, I don't know what it's called. Like a nest didn't sound right.
A hometown, they just go shopping and
Like the place where they come from. Like they don't have like a home stadium.
Home stadium.
That is so Brett. That's such a Brett analogy.
I think
love it.
nest might sound morbid to you, but nest sounds correct.
I don't think
Stadium.
we know much
It's
about
not
chimeras.
in,
I don't remember that.
Specialty of Koski
coming up.
either.
My
When's the-
guess as a player is that they're like made, but I could also with this fantasy world seeing them being a like natural occurrence. So I'm not
Well, shall we
entirely sure.
start trek
Right.
back to a library or a university, I guess?
think
Yes.
so? Yeah, I think that's the plan.
All right. All right. You guys would know it's a little bit later in the day. You guys probably have a good hour and a half as the sun is loosely beginning to set. You see it beginning to move down. So you guys could easily make the trek sort of back to that northern cliffside shore that you guys sort of came in on before you beginning headed like a little bit west, like northwest, just to get to the tip of this kind of long
that sounds
island
like a
that
good
you guys would
idea.
be on. Yeah. And do you guys want to come back the way you came? What would for you now be the east side,
I mean, unless
since you guys would be
Yeah,
facing
yeah.
down?
The
but
rocky
it's
path.
yeah, you guys could go down that rocky shore, kind of like you did, or you can go down the opposite side where there were supposedly more like lizard folk tribes, essentially.
So we backtrack and just try to hit the same old like campsites.
Hell yeah. Keeping an eye on the waves.
It might
Especially
be
now
like
that we have
somewhat
our-
still established,
Hopefully,
more or less.
All right.
unless something was following us.
Or those owl bears wanting revenge.
Guys,
Again, they attacked us.
Sure. I saw you shoot it in the back, but sure.
all right. As you guys set out, leaving the strange, slotty remains behind, taking all the valuable bits you chose, even picking a few pieces off the chimera. You guys would backtrack through the sort of like sandy jungle scape you guys would be sort of familiar with at this point. You guys spent a little bit of time here now. You guys would head back to that northern point and then begin following your foot tracks back as you really just crossed this point, again, maybe 2-ish hours ago, loosely. And you guys would continue on your path as the sun would loosely begin to set, maybe pressing into the night just a little bit more than normal, having to probably set up a fresh camp on this particular night. That's where we'll take our first break.
Away.
I did not think poison was gonna do that.
There's just so much damage.
So much damage.
was that actually full damage?
That was full
Jesus
damage,
Christ.
yeah. It is
Oh,
not
hell
resistant to
yeah.
poison.
20s today.
Oh,
Damn dog.
Yeah, that was dirty. dude.
oh yeah,
Oh my god.
Disgusting.
yeah. That
was
that definitely helped.
He had
I
to
feel
protect
like you
his
did
baby.
the most damage.
My mother's strength kicked in.
Should we
what I'm
pause,
saying.
Craig, for John?
baby.
My baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Take a 15, Greg.
Yeah. All right, Craig,
Great
you go
break.
chill out. We'll call you. Don't call us.
Go kick rock.